Hello, everybody. Welcome to Seismic Sports Podcast. I'm Josh, and I'm joined by my friend Caleb. This is the first episode of our podcast, so thank you for listening. Today, we're going to talk about the NFL. It's preseason time, so we'll be giving our season predictions for all 32 NFL teams. We'll also be going over the playoff predictions and to be discussing who's going to win Super Bowl. To cap that all off, we're going to be talking about the major awards in the NFL, such as the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. We're going to be talking about who we think are our top candidates to win those awards. All right, so first on our little itinerary, we have the divisional rankings and the overall rankings for NFL teams. These are predictions for the 2018-2019 season.
Yeah.
All right, let's get going.
Correct.
Okay, so we're going to start in the AFC East. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
All right, so first in the AFC East, no surprise to anybody, Patriots.
The Dolphins.
Clearly the Dolphins. Ryan Tannehill, he's going to win MVP and Offensive Player of the Year and Comeback Player of the Year all at once.
He's also going to win the Butt Kiss Award, even though that goes to the best linebacker in college football.
Yeah,
he's going to win it.
He's going to win it because he's that good. All right, so Patriots 13-3, undefeated in the division. The AFC East is a dumpster fire with like one good team. Bills go 7-9 for me.
It's just like the AFC North.
Yeah. I don't see the Bills coming back with like A.J. McCarron. I don't see that happening. I mean, they have Josh Allen.
I mean, they do have Nathan Peterman, the GOAT of all GOATs.
Yes, they do have Nathan Peterman. But yeah, they don't really have much. They don't have much talent. I don't see them doing that well. I have them going 7-9. 4-2 to the division though, because it's a weak division. Then third, I almost is the Dolphins. I have it going 8-8, but they're 2-4 in the division, so they end up at number 3. Dolphins, they're pretty average. They have Ryan Tannehill, Kenyon Drake, who's not really that great.
Let's face it, Brock Osweiler's going to start. As soon as Ryan Tannehill gets hurt, Brock Osweiler's going to start.
Yes, Brock Osweiler at least can stay kind of healthy. That's one thing. He at least stays healthy.
Oh my god, that's fair.
Yes, he stayed. Yeah. Again, it was stupid of them to trade J.J. If they still had J.J., I might bump it up. I might give them a winning record, honestly, but they don't.
Absolutely not.
Really?
The Dolphins wouldn't deserve a winning record if they had Walter Payton in their backfield.
Then, all right, going last in the division, the Jets, 2-14, no wins in their own division.
That's a shocker.
Shocker.
So, I also have the Patriots first in the division. I have them going 14-2, 6-0 in the division. Because the AFC East is a pretty god-awful division. The Patriots always have an easy schedule.
Right.
So, that's that.
Tom Brady, he's coming off a loss in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, loss in the Super Bowl.
He's got to be hot after that.
Yeah, I mean, it was to Big Dick Nick, too. No
Big
less.
Dick Nick?
No less. Shut up, John. I have the Bills second in the division at 7-9, 3-3 in the division. If the Bills had a quarterback, maybe like 2 receivers, I'd see them maybe having a winning record. Mm-hmm. But they have neither of those things. They have pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
They have nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Does they have Kelvin Benjamin? Don't they have him?
Oh yeah, they do have Kelvin.
Yeah.
But so another receiver.
Yeah.
They could and they could potentially have a winning record. But I don't. God. But I don't really see them going anywhere this year. And then third in the division are the 4-12 Dolphins, who I also have going 3-3 in the division. But the Dolphins only got worse in the offseason. They didn't improve at all. Got no new talent. So I only see them getting worse. So yeah. They're going to go 4-12.
Didn't they got Minka Fitzpatrick though? That's one thing.
That is one thing.
That's what you want. They got one thing. It was Minka Fitzpatrick.
Ndamukong Suh.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
that's very true. Jets 0-16, clearly 0-6 in the division. Yeah, 2 teams have gone 0-16 in NFL history. About to be 3, but I just couldn't bring myself to give the Jets a win in any game that they play this season. They're such an untalented team that I don't think they have the ability to win any game.
Any game. So, okay.
With fucking Josh McClown as your starter, okay?
Josh McClown.
Yeah, Josh McClown.
The 80-year-old veteran backup.
Yeah. Played for, 32 teams? That's what I thought.
32 teams. A running back, they have... They have nobody.
Okay, I was about to say...
Bilal Powell is the GOAT.
I thought you were going to say they have Bilal Powell at running back, though.
No, he's not. He's mediocre at best.
Oh, and Quincy Noon was hurt again. That's another thing. So.
Didn't they get rid of Austin Seferian-Jenkins or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's on the Lions now.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure. Because the Lions got rid of Eric Ebron. He's on the Colts.
Oh, Eric Ebron sucks.
Yeah. But they kept him around until his contract expired. Let's see. He's on the Lions, right?
Oh, Jaguars.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember now.
Okay, so. All right. So yeah, clearly, Jets. They're not gonna go. I don't know if they're really. Yeah. I don't know if they're bad enough to go on 16.
I guarantee they go on 16.
Like it seems like you have to be like hilariously bad to go on 16.
Exactly. They are hilariously bad, and they are going to go 0-16.
All right. Okay. Next, let's go AFC West.
Oh wait, really quick though. Oh. Another thing with the Jets is even if they decide to start Sam Darnold, USC. Quarterback out of USC. You want to know the last time that happened with the Jets? Mark Sanchez.
Hey, yeah.
That turned out well.
That's a good point. Okay. That all you have to say about the Jets now?
That's all I have to say.
You'll trash them more?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the AFC West. All right, so first in the division, I have the Chargers. I think it's finally going to be, they're going to finally go somewhere. 10-6. I have them going 4-2 in the division.
Very similar. I also have them at first at 10-6, but 5-1 in the division.
Oh, really? I don't think they go 5-1 with, the division's decently hard.
The Raiders. The
Chiefs. Okay, Broncos I have coming back. I think with Bradley Chubb, their defense can get back to form.
If they had double Chubb, with Nick Chubb, they would clearly go 16-0.
Yeah, I think it was a dumbass mistake to get rid of C.J. Anderson.
Well,
Duh, yeah.
Dude, and what's sad is he had $4 million that wasn't guaranteed, so he just got cut and waved $4 million goodbye.
Yeah, when I think of C.J. Anderson, I think he's since maybe Terrell Davis, he's pretty, he's done some iconic things, I think so.
I'll give you that he's pretty good.
He's good. I mean, he got that. Remember, I don't know if you watched the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
He got the toss.
Yeah.
That was good. Whenever I think of that's when I think of C.J. Anderson, I think of that. And that makes me sad when he's gone.
That's true.
So Broncos 9-7, 3-3 in the division. Next up, the Chiefs. Chiefs, I have going 8-8. Yes, they're a playoff team last year, but they don't have Alex Smith.
Patty Mahomes. Arm, no talent.
A lot of picks. You see a lot of picks in his future.
Yeah, I see more than a lot of picks.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of picks and not very many touchdowns.
Yeah, like a not very good rating.
Like a Josh Allen,
You like Josh Allen
Josh Allen. Josh Allen's another quarterback. All arm, no talent.
But he's from Wyoming, so
Yeah. But did you look at his stats?
I saw him play against Iowa. He didn't even do that good. It's he's Josh Allen.
Josh Allen was maybe a fourth rounder in my eyes.
Really?
Yeah, no, fucking god awful. He played terribly on a terrible team in a terrible conference.
Yeah. The conference really just threw me Mountain West or something like that.
Yeah.
Not a good division. He's he got yards and no talent.
He didn't even have that many yards. He didn't have that many yards. He didn't have that many touchdowns, and he had a lot of picks.
Really?
Especially compared to his touchdowns.
Disappointing.
I'm gonna look this up really quick, and you can just go on.
All right. So Chiefs, they have talent for sure. They still have like Kelsey and stuff. But 8-8. They don't have a win record on my books. They go 2-4 in the division.
Yeah. Okay. Really quick. Last season, he had 1,800 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 6 picks. The year before that, he had 3,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, still had 15 picks.
That's not terrible though.
It's not terrible.
His last year, he got no yards. Was he like injured or something? That's like
he played in 11 games.
Mm.
Yeah. So, he really though 3,000 yards with 28 touchdowns and 15 picks isn't that good.
Yeah,
especially in the Mountain West.
Right. The 1,800 is really that's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
He did have 100 less attempts.
Oh well, man.
But still, the only time that he had any kind of he actually had a good completion percentage was when he threw 6 passing attempts. He had a 56% in 2016 and 56.3% last year.
Mm.
So.
Okay. Then back to the AFC West. Raiders. I have going last in the division, 7-9. They have talent. Let's be honest. They have talent. They do.
They have Derek Carr.
They have Derek Carr. They have Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Michael Crabtree is okay. They got people. they have some spots.
They have Marshawn Lynch. Okay.
Yeah, they have Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, washed up.
I have them going 7-9. 1-5 in the division. And yeah, I don't see a lot happening for Raiders. I don't see them putting it together.
Okay, so I have the Chargers first in the division, 10-6, with a 5-1 divisional record. I just see the Chargers playing really well this year. They have a pretty solid defense as well as a decent offense, especially since Keenan Allen was healthy last year. If he does that again, I think the Chargers are definitely going to be first in the division.
Uh-huh.
And then the Broncos are second in the division, also 10-6, but 4-2 in the division. And the Broncos, I don't have any faith in Case Keenum.
No.
And really, it's going to be all defense, no offense.
All defense, no.
Because Demaryius Thomas getting old, Emmanuel Sanders also getting old. Got rid of C.J. Anderson.
But
mediocre offensive line at best. They're paying 2 right tackles, I believe, $13 million a year.
You always wrench on that.
I do, because that's stupid.
But hey,
that's a bad decision.
They got Troy Fumagalli in the 7th round. It's okay.
Oh my god. Yeah, but you guys have Jake Butt. Okay, Fumagalli's gonna get no playing time.
Jake Butt. Is it gonna be who's gonna be is Jake Butt gonna be most receiving yards?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Dude, I actually liked Jake Butt in college when he played for Michigan. I actually really liked Jake Butt.
I don't like Michigan, so.
Because he was I was 8. I wasn't 8, but I was 10. I was 10.
Yeah.
Okay. And his last name was Butt, so I liked him. Here, when did he play in college? It was 5-ish years ago.
He got paid in 2017.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah. Okay.
So he played in 2013.
Probably.
I don't think he declared early.
I know. I doubt it.
I don't.
He was a 5th rounder.
Yeah.
You don't declare early if you go 5th round.
Oh yeah. Tyler Brand. Dumbass declared after Jesus Christ. The voice cracks.
Yeah.
Declared after his junior year. Has 1 attempt, 0 completions in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Chiefs are 3rd in the division, 8-8, 2-4 in the division. No faith in Patrick Mahomes. No. We kind of already went over that. And that's the big reason for me, because they have a solid defense. Got rid of Marcus Peters in the offseason.
Oh yeah.
Which is one of the worst moves they could have made.
Yeah.
And really, they just aren't talented enough to have a winning record and make the playoffs, I don't think.
No.
Then 4th in the division are the Raiders, who I have going 6-10, 1-5 in the division. I say that they have no talent outside of Derek Carr and Khalil That's really it. Mo Hurst was a steal, though.
Mm.
Mo Hurst was a steal in the draft, but I don't think they're very good right now.
No.
I think they're pretty bad.
All right, AFC North. This is the crapshoot division for me.
Really?
Well, I mean, actually, AFC East is worse, but AFC North, Steelers have going 11-5, solid 4-2 in the division. I have the Ravens second, going 8-8, 3-3. Ravens just screaming me mediocre, you know.
Yeah.
Mediocre. Bengals 5-11. They're not very good. Like they have, you know,
so far, our record for the Ravens and Bengals are the same.
They have Andy Dalton. They have AJ. They have AJ Green, who might, I don't know, get in a fight again. They have like not much of a defense.
Yeah.
And the Browns I have coming back 4-12.
Holy shit! All of our records are the same except the Steelers in that division.
Okay, so yeah, Browns I have going 4-12. I think with their free agency they got, I don't think there's any way they could possibly go like under 3 wins. I gave them 4 because they're still like.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
They're still building, but
the Browns are still pretty shit.
They are,
but they're less shit.
They're less shit.
That's very fair.
Mm-hmm.
So the Steelers I have going 14-2.
Yeah.
Which I just kind of went like schedule by schedule, so I think that's a little more. Those are more wins than I think they'll get.
Yeah, let's talk about the Steelers though, because we kind of brushed over them.
Well, yeah, I still think that they're going to do pretty solid. You know, they have a really good offense with Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Le'Veon Bell.
Mm.
They have a really good offensive line. Their defense is it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
They have a few young guys, you know,
Uh-huh.
that I think are going to improve. You know, like T.J. Watt.
Right, exactly. Yeah, T.J. Watt.
And so I think they're going to win the division at 14-2, 5-1 in the division.
Yeah, I think it was again like going back to off-season moves. They got rid of Martavius Bryant, which
That's true. Martavis.
Martavis.
It's Martavis.
Okay.
I promise.
Yeah. Which wasn't the smartest move because they had the best wide receiving core in the league.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now I don't know, but
hey, they're still up there.
Yeah, like Vikings and stuff.
Yeah,
Viking. Yeah, we'll get to that.
The Vikings are like the same as the Steelers. They have 2 good receivers.
Right.
2 really good receivers.
2 really good. Yes. All right, and I think you're on Ravens, right? Or
yeah. Ravens are second in the division, going 8-8, 3-3 in the division. The Ravens don't scream mediocre to me. They scream really good defense. Joe Flacco, and so I don't see them with a winning record.
But what about Lamar Jackson or
what
RG3?
I think Lamar Jackson's a little too raw to be a really good quarterback.
Yeah.
Like if he's not a plug and play.
No.
I think Joe Flacco can help the development of Lamar Jackson. He needs to quit being a fucking crybaby because he's about to retire anyway. Which is that I'm kind of glad that they have RG3 because Joe Flacco seems like, you know, a crybaby about the whole Lamar Jackson thing. He doesn't seem happy that he's going to get replaced in the next year or 2. So I think RG3 is definitely going to help with the development of Lamar Jackson, but they don't have weapons either.
Is it pretty solid that they're going to keep RG3? Like, is that like kind of set?
Yeah. I think it should be. I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely think that they should keep RG3 because it would make a lot of sense to me to help the development of Lamar Jackson.
Right.
And so that's where I'm at with it. Then I have the Bengals, third, also 5-11, 1-5 in the division. The Bengals really don't have a really good. They just aren't good.
No.
They have like Geno Atkins and Vontaze Burfict on defense. I'm trying to think of anyone else, and I really can't.
No.
Then on offense, they have AJ Green, and then AJ Green. But Andy Dalton, I don't think he's good enough to lead the Bengals anywhere.
No, he's not. I don't think he can lead. I think he can be a.
If Andy Dalton was a backup, he'd be the best backup in the league.
Right.
But he's just not a starting quarterback in my eyes.
Well, clearly the best backup in the league is C.J. Beathard. Clearly.
Well, that's very true.
He won a game.
That reminds me of my grandpa because I don't even remember who the backup was, but it was the Raiders' backup like 2 years ago when they made the playoffs.
Wow.
And it was like when Derek Carr broke his leg.
Oh.
And he was like, he threw a touchdown.
He threw a touchdown.
Trying to have the most hope possible. Then the Browns, who I have 4th in the division, going 4-12. Actually, 3-3 in division play though. I just see them showing up to play in the division, but really nowhere else.
Right.
Yeah, their offseason was probably the best in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Hugh Jackson.
You think he's gonna mess it up?
I don't think Hugh Jackson's a head coach. Yeah. I think he proved that after 2 of the worst seasons in NFL history.
Yeah,
like 1 in 31 in 2 years, really.
Yeah, if he can't improve with the talent he has now, he's got to be fired, right? You think he would just be
yeah? I mean,
gone.
John Fox got fired, and he got more than 1 win. And thank God John Fox got fired.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God.
So that's all I have to say about the AFC North.
All right, AFC South. All right, I think this is it's a decent division. I have the Titans going 11-5.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Really? Okay.
I think they have a solid offense. Mariota, I think he's going to improve.
Mm-hmm.
I think he can show some stuff. And jumping ahead a little bit. Yeah, they don't go anywhere. I haven't gone to the playoffs, but they're not going to go anywhere. Basically, I think they're going to be a solid team. I don't really know much about their starting lineup at all or anything. I mean, they're kind of a mad team all around.
They're just solid.
They're solid. I don't think there's really anywhere I'm like, oh, they suck. Oh God. Ugh.
That's true.
All right. Second, Texans. I think
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I think Texans are gonna have a good year.
Wow.
Texans are gonna have a good year.
You're.
Texans go 10-6, 3-3 division. Let me tell you why. Okay, first of all, offense. They're gonna have a good offense.
No.
Okay. DeAndre Hopkins, one of the best wide receivers in the league.
Yeah.
Will Fuller, who's solid. Will
Fuller, who's fast.
He's fast. And Deshaun Watson, who, if he stays healthy,
but he's not gonna.
And I think he will. I think he will stay healthy.
ACL twice.
He'll be fine. It's gotta be really strong now, right? It's just so iron ACL. Basically, if he can stick around, I think they're gonna have a solid team because they have a good D line.
I mean, I still have them going 9-7. I think.
Yeah.
But
Texans. I think they're gonna have a solid year.
Yeah, I have them at 9-7, but I don't know.
Really?
Second in the division, absolutely not.
Wow. Oh, wow. Really? Okay.
You're downplaying on the Jaguars way too much.
I don't think I am.
You are.
I don't think I am.
What were the Broncos? 9-7.
9-7. Jaguars 9-7.
And what were the Broncos? Second in the division.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Jaguars.
The Broncos are like a worse version of the Jaguars.
Well, I had the Jaguars in the
playoffs,
not the Broncos.
No offense, but...
Yeah, right. I think Case Keenum's probably better than Blake Bortles. Honestly,
I'm not gonna commit one way or the other.
I mean, we don't really know yet because Case Keenum didn't play that many games.
But yeah, they're both terrible.
Yeah,
I would put more faith in Blake Bortles.
Really?
He's played more games.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got the experience.
So Jags, I have going 9-7, 3-3 division. They have a defense, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Carrying them to a 14-2 record. I agree.
But offense, you have to have an offense. At least at some point.
Leonard Fournette.
Leonard Fournette. They have Leonard Fournette, who's maybe, going to get him somewhere. But really, I don't see them going very far in the playoffs. I have them doing a one and done. 9-7. That's where I'm going to put them. I think you need an offense at this point.
Yeah, I think you're wrong.
Okay, we'll see.
Well, you don't need to score points if your opponent doesn't score any points.
Yeah, right. But well, look at this. They
have a good kicker. That's all they need. If they hold their opponents to 0 points and get their kicker to the 40-yard line.
Well, guess what? They're going against the Titans and the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
High power offenses. Which I'm going to tell you is that they are high power.
Tom Savage is high powered.
Deshaun Watson.
I have no faith in Deshaun Watson staying healthy.
I do. Okay. We'll disagree on Jaguars from now. Okay. Colts going 3-13. They have Andrew Luck if he stays healthy, if he stays off the PUP list. Doubt it, yeah. Running back, nobody. Like, they got rid of Frank Gore.
Hey, Marlon Mack.
Yeah.
Marlon Mack could actually be solid.
Can he?
I think he could.
Who they have wide receiver Colts?
T.Y. Hilton.
Oh, right, T.Y. Hilton.
That's
yes.
it. Because they gave Dante Moncrief to guess who? Mm-hmm. The Jaguars. Real game changer.
Yeah. The Colts, they don't really have a defense, do they? Like what's a good defensive player on the Colts?
Vontae Davis. You know where he went?
Where?
The Jaguars, I think.
Oh, really?
I actually need Google to verify this, but I think he went to the Jaguars. Malik Hooker.
Okay.
Oh, no, he went to the Bills.
Oh.
How did I get that wrong?
All right, so, yeah, Colts have going 3-13, 1-5 in the division. It's a good division. Without a defense, I don't know. They can't really stop anybody. I think when they meet the Jaguars, they're going to get just shut down. Just too much for them to really be able to overcome anything. So, yeah, Colts 3-13.
All right, so Jaguars, 14-2, first in the division, 5-1 in the division. Now, why?
Why?
Okay.
Why?
Because the Texans, Deshaun Watson is not staying healthy. I have no faith in that. He's torn his ACL twice. His career's might as well be over at this point. Then, Colts, bottom feeders, don't see them doing anything in the division.
Right.
Titans are a pretty solid team, so, I do have the Jaguars losing their one division game. Or I have the Jaguars losing one division game to the Texans. But other than that, I really don't see them losing anyone on their schedule.
Even if the Texans don't have, even if like Deshaun Watson gets hurt, they still have a defense to back them up.
Well, yeah, and don't get me wrong, I do have them at 9-7.
Yeah.
I just don't think they should be second in the division.
Okay.
So I have the Titans second in the division at 10-6, 3-3 divisional record. Like Josh said, the AFC South is a really, really solid division all around. Titans are pretty okay everywhere. They don't really stand out anywhere.
Right, yeah.
But I think Derrick Henry's going to have a pretty good season, considering he was under DeMarco Murray's wing for the past 2 seasons. So I think Derrick Henry's going to have a pretty solid season. Titans overall are going to have a pretty decent year. So that's where I am with that. Then the Texans, 9-7, third in the division, 3-3 in the division. I just don't see Deshaun Watson staying healthy. I don't think Tom Savage is going to bring the Texans anywhere. I see maybe Tom Savage going, 3-6, and Deshaun Watson 6-1.
Yeah.
But I'm really banking on the fact that Deshaun Watson gets hurt because I think it's going to happen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, they'd be a playoff contender if Deshaun Watson could stay healthy. But I don't see that happening.
All right.
And then Colts are 2-14, dead last, 0-6 in the division. And they're just awful. I would definitely say that they're the second worst team in the NFL after the Jets. I don't think Andrew Luck's going to stay healthy. Even if he does, all he has is T.Y. Hilton.
Right.
He doesn't really have another receiver to go to. Don't really have tight ends.
No.
They have Eric Ebron, who, as we saw on the Lions, great tight end.
Yeah, right.
Marlon Mack's really, he's probably their best halfback at this point. Colts have always had a really bad defense.
Right, yeah.
They've never just had, a standout defense, so I don't see the Colts doing anything this season either.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, moving on to the NFC now. All right, let's go to NFC East. This is not a very good division.
Now, you used to be like,
Yeah.
if this was 2014, probably the best division in football.
Eagles, I have going 10-6, 5-1 in division. They're a Super Bowl winning team. I don't see them. I would say they could do any worse than 10-6, really.
Yeah.
Giants 6-10. They do have some talent. They have they have Saquon Barkley. They should have a decent offense.
Yeah.
And with Eli Manning, who's secretly underrated.
No, he's secretly underrated.
Everybody trashes Eli Manning like so much. He does not deserve it.
I don't trash Eli Manning. I just don't think he's that good.
He's alright.
That's what I'm saying. He's not that good.
Yeah.
If it comes to him and Tom Brady, like, let's face it, Eli Manning's way better than Tom Brady. I mean, Tom Brady Slayer, okay?
Tom Brady Slayer with Nick Foles.
Exactly. They're two quarterbacks that have ever beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. They're Eli Manning and Nick Foles. That's a list you want to be on right there.
Yeah, it is. So Giants 6-10, 3-3 division. Cowboys 6-10, 2-4. Now, Cowboys, they got Ezekiel Elliott, who should actually play this year. Dak Prescott,
he doesn't count.
DeMarco Murray's gone.
DeMarco Murray's been gone.
Defensively, they're meh, right? I could be wrong there.
That's fair. They have a pretty good defensive line, but that's it.
Do they? Okay.
Well, they have a pretty good D end. That's it.
Good D end. Okay. All right. So, usually someone says, "Oh, they have a good D line." Usually, it's like one guy.
Well, you only need 1 out of 4.
Right. That's true. Yeah. Like Rams last year, it was just like Aaron Donald and kind of nobody else.
That's true.
But now they had Nadal Khan's too, so
yeah,
that's something.
Aaron Donald's probably going to play a little more DN this year than he has in the past.
Because of Sue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron Donald kind of plays all over the line anyways. So I just think he's going to play a little more DN so that they can use Sue more. I don't see Sue ever playing DN.
No.
So.
And then I have the Redskins, 4-12. Alex Smith, and not a lot of talent.
Dude, what are you talking about? Zach Brown, the most overrated linebacker in football?
Zach Brown.
The most overrated linebacker in football. He can cover, that's it. Can't tackle, can't play the run, can't do anything. He used to be a halfback, I think.
Did he?
I actually think he did.
He's still playing.
I don't know.
Okay, they still have Vernon Davis, who's 80 years old.
Wait, what?
Redskins, they have Vernon Davis.
Really?
Yeah, he's old, but they have him. But basically, I have him go. 4-12, 2-4 division.
Hold on, I'm googling this to know if I did this right, or if I'm right or not. There is a Zach Brown that played halfback, but I think I'm talking like the middle linebacker Zach Brown.
I forgot they got Darius Guys, which is.
Oh yeah, that's true. Darius Guys is gonna be pretty good.
Yeah. Ryan Kerrigan. They got Paul Richardson.
Gonna save their team.
He's gonna save their team by being mediocre.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he played halfback, but I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Anyways, I have the Eagles, first in the division, 12-4, 5-1 in the division. I just think the Eagles didn't really get worse, but they didn't really get better in the offseason.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, with Carson Wentz instead of Nick Foles, I think they're going to stay pretty much the same. Mm-hmm. Then second in the division, I have the Cowboys at 9-7.
Really?
5-1 in the division.
Really?
I really didn't want them to get this many wins, but I just pretty much had them win games that I thought that they could. Dak Prescott, really overrated.
Yeah.
He gets way too much credit. He's not very good. Ezekiel Elliott, again, way overrated. Gets way too much credit.
He
best offensive line. I'm not saying he's bad. Okay, I understand he's a good half.
He's good.
I get that he's good. I'm just saying that he's overrated. He's not as good as people say he is. Because Josh, I could look good running behind Tyron Smith, Zach Martin.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, see, and Travis Frederick.
But the thing is, I want to say that for Zeke because he's an OSU running back. Not Oklahoma State, obviously. For those of you who are confused. So I have a natural inclination to want to like defend him.
Why are you defending him?
Because he went to OSU.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know.
So why are you defending him?
Because I like him. I like him.
I like him.
I like him. I like him when he's in college.
Yeah, I hate Ezekiel Elliott.
You do?
I despise Ezekiel Elliott. I just don't like people that are overrated, Josh.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady overrated.
He's not the greatest player of all time.
We'll have that discussion.
Which means in my eyes he's not. In my eyes, he's not the greatest player of all time. Which means he's overrated.
Okay. All right, get back to your.
All right, Redskins are third at 6-10, 1-5 in the division. Yeah, I think Alex Smith is only going to get worse as he gets older. Darius Geis is really the only other like standout player they have on offense. They have Trent Williams, I think. That's their left tackle name, right? Trent Williams.
Probably.
Yeah, Trent Williams. So Trent Williams is also, pretty solid. That's really all they have on offense, though. And
yeah.
So I don't really see their offense doing too much.
No.
And then they just don't have that good of a defense. I mean, Ryan Kerrigan, Zach Brown, who is objectively overrated.
Josh Norman.
Josh Norman is there too.
He's, kind of like he's kind of there.
Well, he got hurt.
Did he?
Yeah, he got hurt last year. But I just don't think they have enough pieces to play really well.
Right.
Then Giants are last at 3-13, 1-5 in the division. I mean, yeah, Odell's coming back. Sterling Shepard's there, Evan Ingram, Saquon Barkley, but they don't have a very good offensive line.
No.
Eli Manning, despite what Josh says, I would say, yeah, he's slightly underrated, but he still isn't that good. They don't have DRC anymore.
Right.
They have Janoris Jenkins and Landon Collins. They have arguably the worst linebacker core in the NFL.
Don't have JPP.
Yeah, they don't have Jason Pierre-Paul.
No, right? Yeah.
Either. So they have Damon Harrison, Landon Collins, Janoris Jenkins. Then they have Saquon Barkley, Odell, Sterling Shepard.
I think you're wrong there. I'm just gonna flat out say you are wrong. How with more talent are they gonna do the same as last year? I don't see that.
I 100% see that.
They have so many more weapons on offense now.
They have two more.
Two more. They have two more weapons on offense. Okay. All right.
They didn't get that much better. If they had a Browns-esque off-season, then yeah. But
okay,
they lost talent too. Brandon Marshall, who doesn't really count. He didn't really do anything after he left the Bears.
He's old. That's all I think. I think he's old.
Well, yeah. But he didn't really do anything after he left the Bears.
No.
And then they lost DRC too. Because DRC was still pretty solid.
All right.
So, yeah.
NFC West. All right. So,
there's another one of those teams that are 14-2 that probably shouldn't be.
The Rams?
Yeah.
I'm going 13-3. 5-1 division. And I think that's solid. I think they did
that's where we're different because I have them 14-2, 6-0. So.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I haven't moved the 49ers once or something. Because, of course.
The 49ers. Just.
Well,
why are you such a hard-on for the 49ers? Oh, my God.
What?
What? Okay, I think I did something wrong here.
Okay, so the Rams, they did a one-and-done in the playoffs last year. Mm-hmm. And that's got to be disappointing. They're going to come back. And they can come back with a good record and a good playoff run. Basically, Yeah, first in the division. They got the talent all around. And I think they'll be pretty solid.
That's why. Okay. Oh yeah, Jesus Christ! I had pretty much everyone but the Rams in the NFC at West do complete ass.
Oh really? Okay.
The Niners are 5-11 and they're second in the division.
Ooh, wow. Okay. So Rams, they're good all around, and they're in a weak division.
Shit.
Okay, 49ers 10-6, 4-2 division.
That's wrong.
That's
No.
okay. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Spark's gone, man. The spark is gone.
He's still young. He played like
The spark's died off.
5 games. It's fine.
Yeah, and the spark is dead.
It's not dead.
It's dead.
It's not dead.
It's dead, and it's never coming back.
Even if it dies, CJ Beathard can come in and save the day. Okay. All right. They got Jerick McKinnon.
You just have such a fucking hard on for the Niners, and I don't understand.
Jerick.
Is it only because CJ Beathard?
That's why I started watching. And George Kittle.
And now you think that they're gonna go 10-6?
Yeah, they weren't that far off from last. They were 6-10. I mean, I'm just flipping it. It's not that big.
They aren't that far off. They only lost an extra 4 games.
I'm just flipping it. Like I can flip, yeah.
Like you could flip the 14-2 Rams, 2-14.
Or the Browns 16-0.
Exactly.
But in the 49ers, they got an offense. They got Marquise Goodwin, Pierre Garçon.
Let's move on to the defense.
Defense, they have people. They have Richard Sherman. Washed up. Oh, you dare utter those words about Richard Sherman.
Who else?
Oh, they got the
DeForest Buckner.
DeForest Buckner. Yeah, that's all I was thinking of. DeForest Buckner. They got people on I can't think of right now. They're
I wonder why.
their D line. They have D line that's good.
They have a D line that is good.
Oh no, I think Reuben Foster. He's good. Reuben Foster.
Okay.
Okay. They got Michael McGlinchey, dude. And listen. They have Joe Staley still. They're gonna have a decent offensive line. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Enough for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Decent and okay are the same thing, Josh.
Well, it depends who you ask.
Okay.
I know somebody that's like, when I say decent, they don't know what I'm talking about.
What?
They're weird.
They're fucking stupid. They're retarded, Josh.
So I think Garoppolo with some protection should do okay.
I know.
Oh yeah, bro.
What?
Yeah. Okay.
That's it?
That's what I gotta say about the 49ers.
Alright.
Okay. Cardinals. 6-10. They have Sam Bradford starting.
Really?
And I think he's a solid quarterback, but I don't think he's gonna stay healthy.
Really?
I won't.
6-10?
6-10. 6-10.
Really?
Really. I might be. I'm sure I might be lowballing him here. I might be.
What?
Lowballing.
Lowballing?
Yeah, I'm lowballing.
No.
You think?
The opposite.
Oh, you think so?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, I thought you were saying it should be higher. Okay.
No, I told you the Niners are 5-11 and they're second
Oh,
in the
right.
division.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't gone 2-4 in division Cardinals.
Yeah.
You could probably say more about them than me, but
I actually have them 2-4 in the division too.
Okay.
They probably beat like the Niners or something.
All right, then Seahawks. I have at the butt of the
Oh
league.
wait, no, I think they beat the Seahawks twice. I think that's who I have them beating. Not 100%, but
All right, Seahawks go 5-11, 1-5 division. They're not going to be very good. They don't have any talent anymore.
2-14.
2-14. They have Russell Wilson, and who needs a line when you have Russell Wilson, right?
Yeah, that's what Seahawks fans would want you to believe.
They have
Yeah, Russell Wilson can just run around all day. He won't get hurt.
No.
He'll be fine. Oh, wow, Brian Dawkins came back into the league for 1 year. Oh, he just like ended Russell Wilson's life? Okay. It could happen. I think he's like 36.
Yeah,
Brian
so
Dawkins is.
The Seahawks, they don't have a lot of people left.
I mean, Earl Thomas isn't happy there.
No.
Then Cam Chancellor is
Saul.
thinking about retiring.
Yeah, it's true.
Then Shaquem Griffin, well, one hand.
Come on.
They have Brandon Marshall. Wow.
Oh, they do.
Wash.
Doug Baldwin, who's mediocre.
Eh.
Yeah.
Rashad Penny, reach. Traded up in the 5th round to get a punter. And just to be clear, okay, I was kidding about Shaquem Griffin.
Right. Yeah.
I actually want Shaquem Griffin to do well, but one hand.
Yeah. They got rid of Bennett. Michael Bennett.
Yeah.
I was confused with Martellus Bennett.
I don't think that's a big deal, just because he beat an old lady, so
that's true.
So I think that's fine.
He should have left.
Dude, the Seahawks are kind of dicks though. They were like, "Oh yeah, we'll give you Michael Bennett. It's not like you beat an old lady last year or anything. It's all good." And then they got rid of Richard Sherman. So
that's true too.
Yeah.
Although I did see that video of is that like training camp?
Mm-hmm.
Not Russell Wilson. Richard Sherman just totally got burned by Pierre Garçon. He was totally burned.
That's not a surprise.
He looked like slow as hell.
Well, yeah. He is slow as hell.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I was thinking too. Like,
do you think the coach is going to be okay with you holding in training camp? Exactly.
Yeah. Basically, like people are like, "Oh, Richard Sherman, he's slow. He's always been slow.
No, he has. Yeah, definitely.
He can live with it.
His statements about being the best corner in the league, I don't think so at any point.
No.
I mean, Charles Tillman's a goat. So.
Charles Tillman.
Godly. Listen, 44 forced fumbles as a corner.
That's pretty impressive.
He had 13 in one season.
13. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Like compared to Charles Tillman to Darrelle Revis, it's not even comparable. It's not even close. Charles Tillman demolishes him in everything, except passes defense. He has one less pass defense in his entire career. But coverage numbers are pretty much the same, except passes defended. And then when it comes to tackling numbers, Charles Tillman blows him out of the water.
All right, so you're NFC West.
All right, so I have the Rams going 14-2, which again I think is a little higher than they are probably going to be, but I have them 6-0 in their division. I feel like they're just going to continue to do what they were doing. Their defense got a little bit better with Marcus Peters and Ndamukong Suh. So I see them slightly improving on last season,
right? And
just being a really good team. Then the 49ers are second at 5-11, 3-3 in the division. Sparks gone with Jimmy Garoppolo. Their receivers are old and mediocre all at the same time. And then their defense is pretty meh.
Yes.
They do have a decent offensive line. It's all right. Yeah, Marquise Goodwin is old.
He's 27. That's not old. That's not old.
When your only asset is speed, it is old.
27.
He's definitely slowed down. Plus, when's his birthday? I'm pretty sure he's going to turn 28, Josh.
November 19th.
Yeah, he's turning 28.
That's fine.
Okay, anyway.
Randy Moss did it when he's old.
Yeah, but Randy Moss was Randy Moss.
That's true. But...
You have to keep in mind, Randy Moss wasn't 2 foot tall.
Is he 2 foot tall?
No, he's like
5'10".
5'8". Oh, 5'10". 5'10".
I'm taller than Marquise Goodwin. What the hell?
Exactly. I could play receiver.
Yeah. Your sweet cuts.
I would tear my ACL if I tried to run a route.
What if you do this hitch? Fuck.
Anyway, I just don't think the Niners have much talent.
No, I'll disagree.
You were about to agree.
I thought you were talking about somebody else.
No. You were about to agree, and you just couldn't because you have such a hard on for the Niners.
No, listen, I was just like kind of half listening.
Okay. Cardinals are third in the division, 3-13, 2-4 in the division. Sam Bradford, he's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Josh Rosen, kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Larry Fitzgerald's their only receiver. They have a pretty bad offensive line. They had Jared Beldier until the Broncos signed him to a $7 million contract. So really on offense, they have Larry Fitzgerald and David Johnson.
Yeah.
That's pretty much going to be their entire offense. Then defense, Buda Baker.
The cornerback.
Buda Baker, safety.
What about I can't remember his name right now, but Patrick Peterson.
Oh yeah, Pat Pete. Yeah, Patrick Peterson, Buda Baker.
Yeah. Which that's what I think that's what keeps them for me at a 6-10, which is
I think that's what gives them their only 3 wins. But
then Seahawks, that you had at
Seahawks are last at 2-14.
2-14.
1-5 in the division.
That's worse than the Colts, wasn't it?
No, Colts also went 2-5.
Oh, okay.
The only team that did worse than that was the Jets at 0-16.
Yeah.
Seahawks really they just have Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I mean, they traded up in the 5th round to get a punter. If you need a punter so bad that you're trading up, your team is fucked.
They don't even need a punter. They have John Ryan. He's like one of the best punters in the league.
Actually, they didn't even need a punter and they traded up to the 5th round. That just shows how bad the management is in Seattle.
I guess John Ryan's maybe getting old,
but yeah, just
all right.
Overall, pretty terrible team.
Pretty terrible.
Hopefully, Shaquem Griffin gets traded, gets in a better situation.
All right, NFC North. All right, this is a solid division.
Best division football.
A solid division, but it's gonna be hard to get wins in that division because you're in a hard division. All right, Vikings 14-2. I think they're the best team in the league, talent wise.
Fuck.
They have talent. They have good talent all around.
Okay,
all around they
I'm
have
sorry.
good talent.
I thought you were saying that they were the best team in the league, just overall. Okay, talent wise.
Talent wise, yes, they're the best. I think because
that's fair.
Offensively,
I think the Saints are going to be there in a few years after some of their young defenders actually develop, like Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah,
Marshawn Lattimore, I think is going to be really good.
But look at the Vikings. Kirk Cousins, who I think is going to be okay. I don't think he's worth $1 billion.
He's worth maybe like a pastrami sandwich.
And then they're
I'll give you my bologna sandwich and a pudding cup.
Yeah. But he has good defenders to work, good wide receivers to work with.
Good defender.
Yeah, he's good defenders to work with. Yeah, Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs. Solid. Stephen Diggs. I don't know if he's gonna do amazing or anything, but he's solid. They have Dalvin Cook back, at running back.
Yeah,
who's okay.
I kind of forgot about him.
I did too until friends of fan of the Vikings oh we have Dalvin Cook now. We have Dalvin Cook.
I remember I drafted him in fantasy last year, and then I traded him, and I got Leonard Fournette, and Leonard Fournette ended up being way better.
Yeah.
And then by the time that Alvin Kamara was good, I had already gotten him off of waivers, and I started him over Leonard Fournette the week that Leonard Fournette got hurt, and it was so perfect. That's
good. Yeah.
I just ended up getting paid back because David Johnson fucking got hurt. Screwed me over.
Okay. Then, so I have Vikings going 14-2, 4-2 division. Bears 9-7, 3-3 division. 16 or no. You think I'm going 16? You don't you have them going 9-7?
No.
What do you have?
I'm going 10-6.
10-6.
Third in the division though.
The Bears, they have a very solid defense. Very good defense.
Top 10 defense.
Boy. Definitely. You probably. That's not even a lot, but I could probably argue top 5.
They had, I believe, the 9th defense last year. No, they had the 7th defense. Last year. And it's only gotten better. I mean, Roquan Smith still needs to sign, but
right.
Roquan Smith, if you happen to listen to this, please sign.
Please sign Roquan.
Please, okay? I already bought the jersey. I need you to sign.
Offensively, Jordan Howard, Tariq Cohen, solid.
Allen Robinson,
Taylor
Gabriel, Anthony Miller. Josh.
Anthony Miller?
Yeah, we drafted Anthony Miller in the 2nd round.
Okay.
James Daniels.
Right, James Daniels. Right.
Cody Whitehair. A dude whose last name is Cush. Kyle Longdick.
Kyle Longdick.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I think they're solid, but they're in a hard division, 3-3. Moving on to the Packers, I'm going an 8-8. I don't see him as a playoff team. I mean, Aaron Rodgers he's probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but they don't really got a lot else. I mean, they're gonna have an okay defense.
Dude, listen. Ty Montgomery. Adam Jones. I think that's their other halfback name. I don't remember their halfback.
Yeah.
I just remember them like being solid last year.
They have wide receivers. Don't really have anybody. They have Randall Cobb, who's old as hell, isn't he?
Yeah.
They got rid of Jordy Nelson, who is still old as hell.
Who fucking sucked last year.
He did.
Gonna suck again this year.
Who else is at wide receiver for him?
Oh, what's Devontae Adams? He's pretty good.
Okay.
Devontae Adams is pretty good. Devontae Adams is definitely their starting receiver.
Let's see. Anyway, oh yeah, they got Jimmy Graham, who's overrated.
Jimmy Graham just is, yeah.
But they should be solid at cornerback. They got Josh Jackson. And they got
They're gonna have one cornerback.
and they got the guy from Louisville. Wait, I can never remember his name.
Here, just look. I don't remember who it was either. Because I know Mike Hughes.
Jared Alexander.
Yeah. Because I know that Mike Hughes got drafted by the Vikings.
Okay. And they have Mike Daniels, who's also solid.
Yeah.
Haha, Clinton Dix.
You're just going to fucking name all the Iowa players they got.
Well, of course, but...
I mean, you know, Micah Hyde was pretty good when he was there.
I would never say that.
Micah Hyde, okay. Everyone says Micah Hyde was underrated when he was on the Packers. And I don't understand it because he wasn't that good on the Packers. He just didn't get a lot of playing.
No, right. He's way better on the Bills.
Then he went to the Bills and he fucking demolished everyone. Okay? Now he's like one of the better safeties in the league.
True.
Oh, and okay, really quick, going back to the Chargers, since we're talking about Iowa players now, Desmond King is going to be good.
Right, yes, exactly.
Because he started, I think, 4 games last year, and he had a pick 6. I mean, it wasn't too impressive.
No, it was Dak, and Dak was like kind of jogging, trying to get him.
Yeah, but still, it was a pick 6.
Right.
Looks nice on paper, and he had, I believe, 70 tackles.
That's
which is really good.
It is.
And he only started 4 games. He played all 16, but he only started 4, so he did pretty good. I think he's going to end up being good. So, okay. I think you're on the Lions.
Yeah, Lions, 6'10". Having them go 6'10", 2'4". Matt Stafford, Golden Tate.
LeGarrette Blount, fucking god.
LeGarrette Blount.
One of the most overrated halfbacks. I don't think anyone can really argue with that. LeGarrette Blount is at least somewhat overrated.
I mean, for where he was out, he went to last year's you know, that he was on that, you know. So I mean, that's impressive.
You know why?
Because
he was an asshole.
Yeah, he like punched people in the face in like the game. Yeah. Defensively.
Hey, they got Ziggy.
They have what?
Ziggy Ansah.
Oh, Ziggy.
Darius Slay. Glover Quinn. Gerard Davis. Middle linebacker.
Yeah.
He drafted last year. Remember?
I don't. I don't watch Lions games. What am I, a fucking boring person? I watch his Lions games.
That's true. Lions games are fucking boring. Okay.
That's kind of for a Bears fan.
Really quick rant, okay? Because one of the games that we played against the Lions last year, we lost it by 3 points. I was so pissed off at that game. We were in field goal range, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. We line up for the field goal. Last play of the game. Connor Barth fucking misses it. I swear to God. Connor Barth, I legitimately thought about wanting to kill him.
You're going to track Connor Barth down.
Listen, if I ever decided to murder someone, it would be Connor Barth. He was so bad, and I was so upset about it. Like, we should have just kept Robbie Gould. Robbie Gould was like one of the best carriers in the league when he was on the Bears.
Yeah.
And fucking bullshit.
Bullshit.
We had Roberto Aguayo on our team for a short period of time last year.
Yeah.
Kicker was a bad situation. Now we have Cody Parkey, okay? Cody Parkey is our Lord and Savior.
Cody Parkey. God, he looks like a cancer patient. He does. You seen him?
What kicker was... Yeah, I've seen him. What kicker was, like, commentating on the draft? Was it...
David Akers.
Yeah, David Akers. You told me this. But he does sound exactly how you would think a killer would sound.
Yeah. Hey, hi, Cowboys fans.
Oh, let's also acknowledge something about the draft. There was a Bills fan with an O.J. Simpson jersey, and that was probably the funniest thing I saw on draft night. That was the best thing. So, that was nice.
He's free, man. He didn't murder those people. He was acquitted by in a trial. His peers. Okay.
Money buys a lot of things.
So, all right, you with Fantasy North.
All right, so I had the Vikings finishing first, 12-4, 4-2 in the division. Really good team. Kirk Cousins, garbage. He's decent, but considering how much they're paying for him, he's garbage.
Right? Yeah, not worth it.
He's like the equivalent of a bum. Okay, you'd pay. I think that you would get as much value out of some random homeless person that you pay minimum salary as you get with paying Kirk Cousins this much.
Yeah.
So, I just don't think Kirk Cousins is even close to worth the money, especially after he had a 1,000-yard drop off last year. Mm-hmm. Other than that, they're a pretty talented team, and I think that they're definitely going to make playoffs. Second in the division, I have the Packers at 10-6. They're 3-3 in the division. All around a pretty solid team. Secondary could definitely use some work. They really only have Josh Jackson.
Right.
Okay, Jair Alexander's irrelevant. Irrelevant.
I mean, Jared Alexander was picked ahead of Josh Jackson.
Yeah, so that the Packers could be like, oh, the Bears were fucking stupid and take Josh Jackson over James Daniels. Okay, let's take him then. I was so pissed off.
Oh, no.
That was... You have no idea how much pressure I felt. I wasn't even making the pick. I wasn't even there, and I felt pressure. Okay? I was just... Oh. Listen, I'm not even Christian. I prayed.
Broncos got Joe's Gio, so I'm happy.
I didn't... Listen, I didn't even pray for the Bears to take Josh Jackson. I just prayed for the Packers to not take Josh Jackson.
Yeah, that was sad. I was like, oh, no. They're going to pull up my guy on him.
Dude, I hope Josh Jackson fucking fails in Green Bay and then gets traded and demolishes everyone.
What's probably going to happen is he's going to get benched for Jared Alexander because...
No, they're going to start both of them.
Both?
Yeah, you need two corners.
Well, they don't have a corner to start already? Like...
Kevin King, Josh.
Okay.
Kevin King's not going to start over Josh Jackson. There's no way.
Okay. So they're going to have two rookie corners starting.
Yeah. They are by far the most talented corners on their roster.
Sure, yeah.
Listen, I know it doesn't sound smart. It doesn't sound like a good decision, but they're definitely the most talented corners on that team. Probably. Really, Kevin King's more talented than Josh Jackson.
No.
How about Jair Alexander?
I don't think he is.
That's what I thought.
Well, I'm biased. I'm an Alf fan. I'm biased.
Okay.
But,
anyway.
but Josh Jackson, he owns Jared Alexander like every fucking stat. It's just...
It's because of his combine.
Yeah.
That's why I held out hope that the Bears were going to take him in the second round.
Yeah.
Because he had a shitty combine.
He did.
You know who else had a shitty combine?
Who?
Jerry Rice. You know who else had a shitty combine?
Huh?
Rick Sherman.
Did he?
He was
way slow, so...
Yeah. That's all you pay attention to with corners and receivers.
Right. Speed.
Fucking Darius Hayward-Bay? Really? You're going to tell me he was a good receiver? Really? Okay. Anyways, Packers 10-6, 3-3 in the division.
Okay.
Third, I have the Bears at 10-6, 3-3 in the division. It took like a really long time to figure out standings here, because I went through like the first 800 bajillion steps for tiebreakers, and they were like exactly the same up until common games, which the Packers had won one more game, and I think they lost the same amount. But so yeah, Bears are 10-6, 3-3 in the division. They're third in the division. Receivers are about 30 times better than they were last year. And based on yesterday's preseason game, Josh Bellamy still can't catch anything.
No.
But I have... Oh, my God.
Oof.
Okay, I have faith that Allen Robinson is going to play really well this upcoming year. Jordan Howard, Tariq Cohen,
All right.
probably the best running back duo in the NFL. I mean, you could argue Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman,
I wouldn't say that, though. No.
but I'm biased.
Yeah, you are biased.
Very biased. Probably the best fullback in the league in Michael Burt.
Yeah, best fullback. Best fullback in the league. That's what we care about.
Hey, I think he might have caught a touchdown. I only kind of half watched the game.
Kyle Juszczyk's better than him. Come on.
Maybe like third best fullback in the game. All right, Trubisky, I think is definitely going to play way better this upcoming season, because even between the first game he played last year versus the last game, there was a huge difference, like huge improvement with Trubisky just last season alone. Eddie Jackson played really well, better than pretty much anyone expected. Adrian Amos, I think Adrian Amos is really underrated. He's one of the better safeties in the league, not the best, but he's up there. Then Kyle Fuller played way better last year, but he's been pretty inconsistent, so I'm not really sure how he's going to play.
Yeah.
Other than that, our corners are pretty garbage.
Right.
Oh, all right. Mini rant again.
Oh, God.
Marcus Cooper, okay?
It's an hour show, Caleb.
Marcus Cooper on field goal block return against the Steelers. I mean, celebrated for like 10 yards in front of the end zone. And this was after they changed the rules so that you could celebrate in the end zone. And that was Jesse James.
Oh, that was stupid.
Yeah, that was really stupid. That was bad. But then Akeem Hicks, who I also think is underrated. Akeem Hicks is a really, really, really good defensive lineman. Eddie Jackson, I could see being decent. Right end is kind of. Then at outside linebacker, Leonard Floyd is definitely going to do really well. Roquan Smith, if he signs, going to, I think, be the best rookie linebacker in the league.
Yeah, very possibly, yeah.
And he's probably going to start next to Danny Trevathan if he signs. Hopefully, please, please. Dude, to anyone who sees this, tweet this link to Roquan Smith. Just tell him
Tweet
to sign,
Roquan.
Please, just tell him to sign. I need this, please. You can't see it, but my eyes are tearing up. This is big for me. Okay. Then Joel Iyiegbuniwe. I just said his name because it's really fun to say. You should try it.
Get to the lines already.
It's a good idea. But yeah, so Bears are 10-6. Then I have the Lions going 7-9, fourth in the division. They are 2-4. They go 2-4 in division play. Overall, they aren't terrible. They just aren't good.
Right.
They have Ezekiel Ansah, Darius Slay, and Glover Quinn, then Gerard Davis, and that's really it on defense. Then on offense, Matt Stafford's he's good.
Yeah.
Receiver, they're lacking at receiver.
Right.
They have Golden Tate and then Kenny Galladay. Halfback, LeGarrette Blount, I don't think is really a starting halfback. He's more like a goal line back.
Right.
Short third down situations, stuff like that. He's a short yardage back.
Uh-huh.
Then after that, they really have Amir Abdullah, who really hasn't done anything.
Right, yeah.
Then offensive line So, yeah, 7-9 for the Lions.
All right.
Sorry, I just had to rant about
Yeah.
this for a little bit.
Oh, Oh, I'll cut that all out. That's okay.
No, leave it in, Josh.
Your Bears rants will be like...
We need to have it raw and uncut.
Ooh. Okay, NFC South. Speaking of raw and uncut.
Oh my god.
These...
Oh my god.
Drew Brees, he's going to take the Saints to 12-4.
Best quarterback in the league. Just to be clear, I'm a Drew Brees fanboy too. Get over it.
Right. Saints 12-4, 4-2 division. I think they have a pretty good offense. They got, Alvin Kamara. They got Drew Brees, obviously. They got Willie Snead.
You're forgetting Michael Thomas.
I know Michael Thomas. I know him personally. No.
I know.
Michael Thomas, who's pretty good too.
Best receiver on their team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to be clear. I had him in fantasy last year. He was the only receiver I think that I didn't cut.
he is good. Okay. Probably like a top. I say like top 10 maybe.
I'd definitely say top 10.
Okay.
Oh, Cameron Meredith, fucking stolen from the Bears. I'm pissed off about that too. I saw that when I walked out of school. Okay, I was having a great day. I walk out and I see a notification from NFL.com. Bears didn't match the offer sheet, and then I sent a paragraph long text to everyone complaining about it. Imagine our receiving cores if we had Cameron Meredith still. Like top 5 receiving core in the league.
And Saints defensively, I mean, they're kind of...
Their defense is getting way better.
They're developing.
Alex Anzalone, I think, did pretty solid last year at linebacker. Manti Te'o had like the best season of his NFL career last year. Marshawn Lattimore, great rookie year.
Yeah.
And then it's Cameron Jordan. Cameron Jordan's on the Saints, right? I always get him and Cameron Wake confused. But Cameron Wake's on the Dolphins. So yeah, and then they have Cameron Jordan. They drafted Marcus Davenport, which I think was a bit of a reach.
Yeah,
but I think he could end up being solid. So they don't have a good defense by any means, but it's 100% improving.
Yeah, right.
From what it was like 3 years ago.
All right. So, Panthers, I have them going 10-6, 3-3. Cam Newton, I don't see him getting that much better. They don't have a ton of great peak talent. I mean, I think they're kind of okay all around. I think the fact that they have Cam Newton, who's better than most quarterbacks, I'd say, like he's better than average. I'd say. So that's what takes them 10-6 for me. 3-3 in the division.
I say Cam Newton's like Colin Kaepernick on steroids.
Okay, Falcons 9-7, 3-3. It's probably a bit under, probably.
Well, I have them at 9-7, but 2-4 in the division.
But I don't see them coming. I think they're on the downward slide. You lose Super Bowl, you get lose. Your
quarterback's not getting any younger.
No. Then they weren't they one and done in the playoffs, or did they make it to the divisional?
I think they were one and done.
Yeah,
I'm not 100%.
One and done playoffs. I don't see them doing much better. Matt Ryan's getting old. Julio Jones is still good.
Julio?
Is it Julio? What is it?
Are you fucking like?
I've heard both. I've heard both.
Who has ever said Julio Jones?
Announcers. They said Julio Jones. I swear to you, announcers said Julio
Announcers
Jones.
Also say Adrian Amos.
Is it?
Since when is an O pronounced is?
I don't know. Anus.
That's a U, John.
Anus.
It's Julio. Julio Jones.
I thought it was because that's how you say it in Spanish.
Julio equal Julio.
I mean, yeah. That's like a Spanish name. So. Oh my God. I don't know if you're not Spanish, you say Julio.
No, if you're retarded, you say Julio.
Alright, let's get on. And the last team. The Buccaneers go 5-11, 2-4.
I was gonna be honest, I actually didn't know who it was because of so much in between these.
Right. So the Buccaneers are last in the division, 5-11, 2-4 in the division. They got Jameis Winston,
Rapist.
who beats up people in Uber or something. I don't know what he's weird.
Molester.
And Mike Evans.
He fucks kids.
He just fuck kids.
To any pedophile listening, go kill yourself. Just fucking end it now. Fucking piece of shit.
You can stop.
No, well, is that not a fair statement to make?
This is not the podcast. You just curse out every key person you hate.
I cursed out Marcus Cooper, Connor Barth, and pedophiles.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I think pedophiles is fair.
That's fair. Yeah, you're right. But it's not the time and place.
Okay.
Buccaneers 5-11.
Okay.
They're kind of average on defense. Yeah, you know.
The 3.5 fingered Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yeah, 3.5. Yeah, that's one thing. I haven't done the same as last year. Basically, I think it'll be all right. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I have the Saints 14. I'm gonna just streamline this so we can get this wrapped up. The Saints, I have first in the division, 14-2, 6-0 in the division. They really only got better. Their defense has definitely improved from last year. Offense is still really good. So I just think that they're going to do really well next year. Maybe take a win or two off, but I just think they're going to do really good. So I have them at first. Then second in the division are the Panthers at 9-7, 3-3 in the division. Cam Newton, like I said, Colin Kaepernick on steroids. He's really not that good. Don't have many receivers. Halfback, they have Christian McCaffrey and Jonathan Stewart. And didn't they sign C.J. Anderson?
Maybe.
All right, I think the Panthers signed C.J. Anderson. So really, they're going to have C.J. Anderson.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. All right. So they're going to have C.J. Anderson and Christian McCaffrey. At least that's what I'm guessing. Is C.J. Anderson's going to start. Christian McCaffrey's going to be a backup. Spell back. They do have a pretty solid defense with Luke Kuechly. They have Thomas Davis. Mm-hmm. Then that's pretty much it.
Did Thomas Davis get busted for
PEDs?
PEDs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. Then third in the division, I have the Falcons 9-7, 2-4 in the division. I also think that just after their Super Bowl loss, they kind of were crushed. They're going to just start going downhill. They really haven't gotten any new talent besides Calvin Ridley. So
who didn't want to play.
I think it's less that he didn't. I think it's more that he got drafted later than he wanted to.
Oh, really?
Than the Falcons. Julio Jones isn't exactly happy about his situation either.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have the Buccaneers last in the division at 7-9, 1-5 in the division. Jameis Winston, having some off the field issues. But, Jameis Winston's only really decent anyways. Borderline good. He's a fringe good quarterback.
Yeah, fringe.
Don't really have a halfback.
No.
Mike Evans. Offensive line is okay.
Yeah.
They have a pretty average defense, T.J. Ward.
Oh, yeah, they do have.
Yeah. Other than that, really nothing.
Right.
So they aren't really anything too special. I wouldn't say they're terrible, though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I have for the NFC South.
All right. Well, that wraps up divisional. So now let's move to the playoffs, our playoff predictions. These are based on our previous overalls. So,
No shit, Sherlock.
Thank you. so let's get started. All right, so for AFC, we're going to go for the first wild card game first. I got the Chargers at number 4 seed going against the Texans, number 5 seed. And basically, I believe I do have I had the Texans winning that. I had to make scores. I think you did, but I did not.
I didn't.
Okay. I had Texans winning that and moving on to face the Patriots, who are our first seed. Thank you. Moving on to the other wild card game, I got the Titans against the Jaguars. And in that game, I have the Titans win. Stop. I'm trying to do my stuff here. Okay. Stop. I'm trying to fucking record here.
Okay.
Okay, so the Patriots are going to go against the Texans.
Can you please leave this in, Josh?
No.
This is going so perfectly.
But
sorry. You're like visibly upset.
I am.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the Patriots are then going to go against the Texans, and because I don't like the Patriots, I'm going to say the Texans will win. They move to the championship game. All right, then the Steelers against the Titans. Yeah, the Steelers I have winning, beating the Titans. Because the Steelers are just too decent all around. So that means in the championship game we have the Steelers versus the Texans. Texans on a bit of a good run here. Unfortunately, I have them losing to the Steelers. So let's see here. Steelers go on to the Super Bowl. And hey, now I'm voice cracking. It's contagious. Now you can do your AFC.
Okay, so I have the Jaguars against the Broncos in the wild card round. Broncos are 6th seed. Jaguars are the 3rd seed. And I have the Jaguars winning that game 10-7. You know, 2 defensive teams, so it's going to be a very low-scoring game. And so the Jaguars are going to move on to play the Steelers. But the second wild card game in the AFC, I have the Chargers playing the Titans. The Chargers are the 4th seed. Titans are the 5th seed. And I have the Chargers winning that game, 17-14. And they go on to play the Patriots. So first I have the Steelers beating the Jaguars, 17-6. Because I think Steelers defense is good enough to stop the Jaguars offense.
Yeah.
And I think Jaguars defense is good enough to keep the Steelers from just absolutely blowing them out. And then Patriots Chargers. I have the Chargers winning 27-17. Mostly because the Patriots are worst team in the NFL. Undoubtedly. No, but it's because I don't like the Patriots, and I think that Tom Brady is, going to try and overcompensate, be the hero, because he makes out with his kid that has a penis and he lost the Super Bowl.
Now, and going to that Steelers Jaguars game, now they did play in divisional, and the Jaguars beat the Steelers.
Yeah,
but I think this year, if that were to happen, the Steelers would win it.
Yeah,
because the Steelers came close, they did, and the Steelers made like dumb turnovers. If you watched that game, there were some turnovers. Like,
yeah.
And basically, if they just reduce those turnovers, I can easily see them beating the Jaguars.
Yeah,
easily.
And so in the conference game, that leaves the Steelers and the Chargers, which I have the Steelers winning 34-27, because I think they're overall, I would say that they're fairly evenly matched, but the Steelers just edge out the Chargers because they're all around slightly more talented.
True.
So that puts Steelers in the Super Bowl for the AFC.
All right, so we're the same there. All right, now moving to the NFC. First wild card game, I have, the 49ers at number 4 against the Panthers at number 5. I have the 49ers win this one.
Okay, just to be clear, I'm pretty sure we have the same Super Bowl.
We do.
But yeah, the NFC playoffs are not even close.
Yeah. And then the 49ers will go on to face the Vikings. And the Vikings are going to win that. Because they're the Vikings. They're going to be too good. I think 49ers, they can get some decent, they can go decently, but not the Vikings. They can't be the Vikings.
Yeah.
Sad. All right, the other wild card game is going to be the Saints versus the Eagles for me.
Okay.
Now the Eagles, after you win a Super Bowl, it's kind of hard to really do anything.
Well, yeah.
So I'm one and done. Saints win it, and the Saints are a solid team too. So they're going to go on to face the Rams, who are its number 2 seed. And of that game, I have the Rams beating the Saints, and basically in the championship game, that means it's Vikings versus the Rams. And I have the Rams winning that one because I think overall, I think the Rams are probably. I think they had the offense to beat the Vikings. And the Vikings, I mean, their offense has limits. You know, there's some spots there where it's like
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. Yeah, I think that's going to be their limit. Kirk Cousins, and that's why they're not going to go to the Super Bowl.
It's fair. All right, so I have the Eagles and Bears in the first wild card game in the NFC. Bears winning 17-20, or 2017 if you look at it from the Bears' perspective. But, you know. Anyways, they win 2017. Unbiased. There's your reasoning. Vikings-Packers are the other wild card game I have in the NFC. The Vikings dismantling the Packers, beating them 31-13.
Sure.
That's partial bias because I like the Vikings more than the Packers, which means I hate them less.
Right.
But I definitely see the Vikings absolutely manhandling the Packers.
Oh.
Because really, the Packers only have Clay Matthews on defense. At least, like...
And Josh Jackson.
Yeah, but that I'm talking like players that everyone would know.
Oh, right.
Like, most people would know Clay Matthews.
Yeah.
And he's really only gotten worse. He hasn't really gotten better.
He's kind of old, isn't he?
Yeah. So, the Packers don't really have the defense, I think, to stop the Vikings' offense. I would say their offenses are pretty evenly matched. Because where the Vikings lack in quarterback, they make up in receiver. But Packers, where they lack in receiver, they make up at quarterback. So, I have the Vikings winning that one. Then, Rams-Vikings. I have the Rams edging out the Vikings 27-21. They're going to clearly bring Johnny Hecker in to kick a couple field goals, to win that game.
What?
I know Greg Zuerlein's their kicker, okay? Relax.
Don't do that at the microphone.
Okay.
Don't caress it.
Okay. So I had the Rams winning that game 27-21. I just think that they're overall going to be better than the Vikings. Then Saints-Bears. The Saints beat the Bears 24-10. Just because of their offense. They have, I would say, the most high-powered offense in the league. And so I definitely think that they're going to beat the Bears in that game. Then I have the Saints versus Rams in the NFC Championship game. Which this is an absolute shootout. Because I don't think any defense can really stop the other team's offense. No. But the Rams just have a better defense. So I have the Rams winning 49-45 against the Saints. I'm trying to remember how you even got 45. Oh, yeah. They
6 touchdowns.
6 touchdowns and field goal.
Yeah.
And then Rams-Steelers Super Bowl. So.
Yeah, so we're the same there.
Who you got winning the Super Bowl?
I had the Steelers winning the Super Bowl.
You had Steelers? I have the Rams beating the Steelers 38-31.
Yeah, I think on that game.
So.
I think the Steelers are better on defense.
That's fair. But.
And the Steelers.
I mean.
The Steelers are probably just as good as the Rams. They have better. The Steelers have better passing.
Yeah. No, the Steelers. I think the Steelers have a better offense, but a worse defense.
Really?
Yeah. Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters, Aaron Donald, and Dom Kinsu.
Right. They did get a bunch of people.
Yeah. And then Alec Ogletree is a solid linebacker. He's not good, but he's solid.
That's true.
Because they have pretty much like the same amount of notable players on defense, but the Rams' notable players are better. So I think the Rams will have a better defense.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I have the Rams winning that game. 38-31.
Okay. All right. The thing is, I see like, isn't Aaron Donald and like Sue more like, are they more like run stoppers? Isn't that like what Aaron Donald's more known for?
I guess, but Aaron Donald has really played everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
I think they'll still be able to overcome it. However he does. They have Le'Veon Bell. They have the receivers. I think they'll be able to. I think they could do it.
Yeah, and that's fair because I definitely think they have a better offense.
Right.
The Steelers. So.
All right. So that is the playoff predictions.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to move on to the major player awards. I'm going to go through my list
then I'll go through mine.
All right. Starting at MVP, I have Drew Brees winning MVP. I think with a solid Saints team, with a solid Saints team, and the fact that MVPs are usually quarterbacks on a good team.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get that. Offensive Player of the Year, I have DeAndre Hopkins, who's with Deshaun Watson. If he stays healthy, I have a lot of contingency in Deshaun Watson staying healthy in my predictions.
Yeah.
But DeAndre Hopkins is very, very talented.
Mm-hmm.
Probably number 2 wide receiver in the league behind Antonio Brown.
Really?
I think so.
You don't have Julio Jones, too?
Oh, he's like 3.
I mean, you don't even know how to pronounce his name, so I guess it's fair.
Yeah. I have a 3 and a half. I probably have like AJ Green at 4, maybe. If he's on the better team.
No, not even a better team. If he didn't have Andy Dalton.
Yeah, sure. Right, yeah.
I would rather have like an autistic Ken Gardner at quarterback. I would rather have fucking... I would legitimately rather have Johnny Hekker play quarterback.
He has a good passer rating.
Yeah, best passing punter in the league.
Right.
I would take Marquette King at halfback over whoever the fuck they have.
He can run, yeah.
He converted like a 4th and 830 yards.
He did.
By running. I think it was like 4th and 13, but...
Yeah.
Then
Defensive Player of the Year, I had Joey Bosa, who's going to be on a solid Chargers team. I think he needs to be good for the Chargers to go far.
He copied that from ESPN.
I did not. I mean, I looked at it, but I was like, you're not smart.
Well, actually, he said, well, that's not going to happen.
I was like, wait a minute.
Then he was like, well, I can't think of anyone else. Why not?
It helps my motive. It helps my
He was influenced, even though he denies it.
I was influenced, sure. But I've also heard plenty of people say Joey Bosa is going to be good.
That's fair. Joey Bosa is going to be good.
And if the Chargers are going to do well, they have to be good on defense, I think.
Yeah.
And basically, I think Joey Bosa is what's going to take him there. So if he does good, the Chargers...
Melvin Ingram, dude.
Melvin Ingram?
Yeah. Melvin Ingram's underrated, too.
If he does good, the Chargers should do all right.
Yeah.
Then I move on to Comeback Player of the Year, J.J. Watt. I don't really know who else would probably...
There really aren't too many people.
Like, the people who are coming back, I just don't see having as great of a performance.
Yeah, J.J. Watt's J.J. Watt.
Yeah, J.J. Watt, still great. On a solid team. Comeback Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I have Saquon Barkley. Who, yes, he's on a kind of crappy Giants team. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't matter. You can be a good running back on a crappy team. And I think it's going to...
Example, Josh.
What?
Example? Yeah.
Barry Sanders.
There.
Yeah.
I just wanted to help you support your claim.
Thank you.
With further evidence.
Yes. Barry Sanders was on the Walter Payton.
Walter Payton didn't have that good of an offensive line.
Right. Yeah, that's right there.
And he's the actual GOAT. Don't get it mixed up, okay? I might call other people the GOAT, but Walter Payton is the actual GOAT.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I have Bradley Chubb at Defensive Rookie of the Year. Because
that's fair.
Yeah.
He's
drafted high as hell, and high hopes for him.
Really, he's probably like the second most talented defensive player in the draft.
Behind Roquan Smith? That's what I was thinking for number 2. If I don't know if is he going to sign though?
There's like a 99% chance that he signs eventually. If he doesn't sign with the Bears, he's going to sign with someone else. He'll still win Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Well, he'll probably miss some games, wouldn't he? Or will he get in by then?
We have a couple more weeks.
I think Roquan Smith's going to not miss some games. I think he's going to miss some games, so I think
that's fair. But I think he might miss like preseason. But I'm just trying not to worry about it. I'm serious. So I'm like, it's sad.
So those are my awards.
Yeah.
All right.
So MVP, I have Jared Goff because I have the Rams finishing really well. I think their offense is going to do really well. And Jared Goff is like just obscure enough to win MVP. That was my big rationale behind it.
The only thing is the Rams don't have really great wide receivers. They don't have great receivers now.
That is true.
Like Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods.
Hey, they have Sammy Watkins. I think they still have.
That's true.
So, Sammy Watkins has to stay healthy though.
Mm.
Then Offensive Player of the Year, Jordan Howard. And just to be clear, this is where I threw out everything. Okay, I'd quit trying to be unbiased. I was as biased as I wanted to be here. Jordan Howard, Offensive Player of the Year. Best halfback in the league. No questions.
Okay.
Who would you put there? David Johnson, maybe.
Todd Gurley?
No.
Okay.
I'll give Todd Gurley like third.
Okay.
Fourth.
Third? Fourth?
Fourth. Because I'm going to go with Jordan Howard, Le'Veon Bell. Then.
Bell?
Yeah. Then I'm going to go David Johnson. And then, Todd Gurley.
Okay.
All right, so Defensive Player of the Year, I have Jalen Ramsey. Jaguars, I think, have the best defense in the league. Jalen Ramsey's incredibly talented.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to just continue to improve, have an even better season than last year, and he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year. Then Offensive Rookie of the Year, dark horse, Baker Mayfield. He's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think he's maybe going to miss, 3 games. I think Tyrod Taylor might start 3 games. And they're going to just put Baker in because Tyrod Taylor is
mediocre. Yeah. That's Tyrod Taylor?
And so... I used to strongly hate Baker Mayfield, but I'm starting to warm up to him ever since he got drafted.
Yeah, me too.
So I think he has a pretty solid chance of winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. And if it's not Saquon, it's definitely him. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Roquan Smith. I think he'll sign before the regular season. And I think that my hopes and dreams won't be crushed. And he's going to do good. 100 tackles. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a couple picks here and there. Then, so that's really all I have to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Comeback Player of the Year, I also have J.J. Watt. There's really no one else coming back that's even close to the same, that even has nearly as much talent as J.J. Watt. It's not even close. So, he's my Comeback Player of the Year.
All right. There's Richard Sherman, but it's not quite enough of a comeback. He was he missed a few games, but it's not quite enough, I don't think. Even if it does really well.
Well, yeah.
Which
I mean, he's on a pretty shitty team. They really only have C.J. Beathard.
They only have C.J. Beathard.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Kyle Juszczyk.
I guarantee you there are going to be people that take me serious, and they're just going to call me a retard and an asshole. They're going to call me an asshole. Okay?
C.J. Beathard is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. Sign C.J. Beathard to a $500 million deal. Fully guaranteed.
Exactly. Sign him to a $10 billion deal. Fully guaranteed. Yeah, you'd have to cut everyone else on your team and then, beg to Roger Goodell and maybe suck his dick a few times to get them to raise the cap. But it'll be worth it.
It'll be worth it, yeah. It'll be fully worth it.
Completely.
All right.
No doubt.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the Seismic Sports Podcast. We'll be on next week.
Farmer's Creamery.
We'll be on next week, and we'll be talking about NCAA predictions, right?
Yeah, Power 5 predictions.
Power 5 predictions. Football, obviously. But that's it for us this week.
Basketball.
Yeah.
It's pussy sport.
Pussy sport.
Just like soccer.
Yeah. You're trashing so many people.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how I'm going to be known. That one dick on the internet.
The one dick on the internet. Okay. Thank you everybody for listening, and
Bye.
Bye.